Hey everybody, it's Dr. JC, and I am without my partner and love, Chicken, Mika. Just coming to you today on Monday. We call it Mindful Mondays, and it just makes sense to look at this first day of the week and just kind of like take an assessment of what happened last week, and also look forward to what we're going to change and improve on, and what this next week looks like. Kind of like a pregame and a debrief, because we just went through the weekend and there's a little bit of the new year still happening, and it's the Chinese New Year, a lot of change going on, and we're always kind of like getting back into the rhythm of life because we're in a new year. It's 2020 and it's a really exciting time. So I want to just be transparent for a second. As a health coach, I'm also a client. And I go through a lot of the same things that everybody else does, because there's no such thing as perfection, right? We're always striving to be happier, healthier, and wealthier in life. And I have goals, for this year, and I'm very committed to them. And I'm using this system, the OPTAVIA program and system, and leveling up, always working harder on things. But it's not a perfect road, and I'm very often, getting challenged just like you. So I want to share a little bit about my current reality and let you kind of think about it this week that we have ahead of us. So I just got back from a 2-week trip, a vacation of sorts, but I went there to finish my book. So I was very focused on that, but I also went to spend time with my father in beautiful France, specifically the French Riviera. So that poses some challenges, doesn't it? Ever since I was born, I'm French, love baguettes and pastries and all that stuff. I completely know that they don't serve me, but it's very hard because when you go there, you get some emotional attachment to foods and things like that. And you also kind of play these tricks in your games that you're on vacation and things like that. You understand. We all have that. You might not tell me and Mika about those things, but they're happening. So long story short, I went there and I was on program, meaning I was following our philosophy of fueling and eating multiple times a day. But I wouldn't say I went off program, but I did allow myself to do things that were not in support of my dream of being in the best shape of my life. So that just happened, and I came back, and I haven't gone astray with my weight and things like that. But I did identify that maybe potentially I lost control. So I have a couple of pounds to lose to get back to where I want to be. But needless to say, today I'm on the 5 and 1. And Mika, Chicken, she's on the 5 and 1 as well. And it's not really focused on weight loss. It's more focused on getting back into structure and making sure that our old versions of ourselves, which have been around a lot longer than the new versions. I lost my weight 13 years ago, but I'm 48 going on 49. So I spent many more years doing crazy bad habits than these new good habits. So I always have to assess them. So here's my point. As I look at doing the 5 and 1 today and every day this week and 2 weeks, and maybe even being perfect on program or close to it for a month, I always identify what parts of the day are easy and what parts of the day pose the most challenge. And that's what I want to offer you. Now, there's something in the world of rock climbing called the crux. And the crux is that part of the journey up the wall that is the hardest. The rest of it you can do, but then you always come to this one move or one part of your day that you can say, and identify poses the most challenge. So what is the crux of your day? And I'll share with you transparently what it is for me. When I start my program, 7 in the morning, 10, 1, 4, 7, 10, I'm going to fuel my body. So those first 3 fuelings, piece of cake, 7, 10, 1. Actually, the first 4 and then 4 p.m. Now, once I'm starting to move towards my meal, my lean and green meal and my dinner, that's when I'll start to notice that I'll want to take some more liberties, because I'm moving out of the simplicity and ease of eating a fueling, and my day is pretty much busy. But now it comes time to eat dinner, and that's where I start to get these ideas of having a little bit more fun with dinner, maybe having a little bit of a bigger portion, or maybe adding a little bit of naughtiness to it. So by knowing that that's my crux, and seeing that it's probably going to happen, I'm going to avoid the ambush, perhaps, and the power of it taking over for me. And I'm going to plan ahead, and I'm going to make a commitment that I'm going to give myself some rules and regulations for that meal, and I'm going to crush it. So I recognize it. So that's what I want to offer you today is when you look at your day, what's your hardest part? Please give us some feedback. If I sent you this video, you received it, whether you're full on program or not, I know what you want. You want to be happier, healthier, and wealthier like all human beings. So even if we just discuss that and you tell me what yours is, that'll bring it into the light. And the more you understand what it is that you already know is coming, the more you'll be prepared and committed to taking advantage of it. And then, so tonight I'll have a nice lean and green meal. I'm going to have a filet mignon and a little bit of salad. And then I'll have another fueling, probably a brownie at the end of the night. And I will have crushed my first day one of being back on program. And so can you. Love and appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.